everybody. My name is Andrea. I'm not somebody's mother that just wandered in here. I'm actually a trans woman. It took me 20 years to be able to say publicly that I'm a trans woman because I'm like old school stealth, but we didn't fuck around about being out. This is new, so I'm just getting there. So I'm a historian and a storyteller. So I'll tell you a few stories of some of the trans women I'm writing about. I'm currently working on a book called How Black Trans Women Changed the World. And you might want to get pencils and papers out so you can take notes and research it on your own later. But I'll start with the first trans woman that I encountered in my research, and her name was Mary Jones. And does anyone else know Mary Jones in the room that's not my friend? Okay, well, Mary Jones was a black trans woman in New York City, and she was arrested in 1836. So that's almost 200 years ago. And the police said she was a prostitute, but she was doing way more than prostituting because her tricks paid her $99 exactly for each encounter, and the going rate for a cisgender pussy was $1. So she was doing something else. She was doing voodoo. She was from New Orleans, and she was doing Santeria. And there's something rich white people love, and that's to do voodoo on each other. So that's what she was doing. And her story is phenomenal. But the real story is how she got from New Orleans to New York in 1836 during the time of slavery. She was a dark-skinned girl, very pretty, but how did she do that? That's the story right there. So I'm breathing life into her and to others. The next person I'd like to talk about is Lucy Hicks Anderson. Anybody know Lucy Hicks Anderson? I am so sick of you guys. I'm so frustrated. Get a pencil. Write this down. You need to know these names. These are our transcestors. Don't fuck around. We wouldn't be here without them. We need to say their names. We need to praise their memory. None of this, all you running around here with titties and a mustache, no judgment. But that is an incredible privilege to run around with titties and a mustache. Either way you're going. And it's because of these black trans women that I'm telling their stories. As a matter of fact, I was in Los Angeles a couple of weeks ago for the memorial service of Sir Lady Java. Nothing? Okay. Sir Lady Java, none of you would be here. This place wouldn't exist. This event would not exist. There'd be no LGBT center. There'd be no trans liberation. There'd be no El Ella. There'd be no Office of the Transgender Initiatives without Sir Lady Java, another black trans woman who fought in the courts to make drag legal. And before drag, cross-dressing was illegal. And they could stop you on the street. And if you were a trans woman, they could take your wig off. They could take your clothes off. make you walk home in your underwear, beat you up on the street because of the work that Sir Lady Java put in. She was a performer in Los Angeles, and she kept getting arrested every time she appeared. Sir Lady Java, did y'all look her up? I'm not playing. I mean, I want a book report after this. So Sir Lady Java fought in the courts to make drag legal in California. So all of us in here owe our existence to Sir Lady Java. Why do Black trans women sort of always get in the conversation and seem to get the shine when we talk about trans liberation? It's because the Black girls had nothing to lose. They weren't going to lose a home. They weren't going to lose a job. They had nothing to lose. So they fought for us. They weren't just fighting for themselves. They fought for us, and we need to honor their memory. I bet you know all about George Washington and Abraham Lincoln. I bet you could tell me all about their lives, but nobody knows Sir Lady Java. No one's even looked on their phone. I'm looking at you. No one knows. What's wrong with you people? Anyway, I'm going to move on because I'm getting frustrated. So there's a little song I like to sing, and it was written in the 1920s. Actually, it was written in 1920, and it was written for this Broadway performer, and her name was Florence Mills. And you guys know the image of the sort of old-timey cartoons where the little boy is running away from home and he's got all his belongings sort of tied in a bandana on a stick. He's kind of that little look. Well, that image was started by Florence Mills, the one who sang the song, who made the song famous, and I'm about to sing a cappella for you. And Florence Mills died young. I think she died in 1927. And after she passed away, Josephine Baker started singing the song. Josephine Baker. Whew. Well, 2 or 3 people. 2 people, 2 minutes. Okay. So the little song goes, I'm a little black bird looking for a bluebird too. You know little blackbirds get a little lonesome too, and blue. I've been all over from east to west, looking for someone to feather my nest. Why can't I find one the same as you do? The answer must be that I have been hoodooed. I'm a little jazz bow, looking for that rainbow too. And I'm building fairy castles, just like all the white folks do. It's true, for love I'm dying, my heart is crying. A wise old owl said, just keep on trying. I'm a little blackbird, and I'm looking for my rainbow blue. Ding, 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 ding. Thank you, thank you. And I'll close with a poem. Thank you. I'll close with the poem. I think this is the 3rd time I've said it today, but I think I did give the poem ahead of time. Okay. So the poem is called I Was a Black Woman. I was a black woman, though nobody knew it, until they figured it out Child, they took me through it. They said, don't come around here wearing them clothes. I paid them no mind, and I painted my toes. You're scaring the children. You're going to hell. I put my hand on my hip, rolled my eyes, said, oh, well, just because you don't see me doesn't mean I'm not there. If you pass me on the street, it's not nice to stare. If you don't see me, just because you don't see me crying doesn't mean I don't care. You called me a sissy, you called me a punk, but now you're all up in my badunkadunk. I've done things I had to do to survive, and I now stand before you, a woman alive. Thank you.
Beautiful. Yes, everyone, don't stop. Keep it going.
Honey Chile.